Want me to CC you on every single email? Fine. I'm working with a manager from another team for a while, and he is way more micromanaging than my actual manager. He asked me to send him a status update every day on projects where turnaround time is 23 days for change, and CC him on every email I send related to the project. The CCing thing really irked me for some reason, but I didn't want to argue or make a scene. So, I started what turned out to be a 2-week campaign. I CC'd him on every email I sent. Routine hardware swap? CC'd 10 requests for 10 people in 10 emails asking for access to a lab? CC'd. But also, important status updates? CC'd. Emails requiring action on his end? CC'd. He couldn't even filter me out. I didn't tag him in the email body or anything helpful, making it difficult to decipher when his help was required. Over the course of 2 weeks, he missed 2 emails that required him to do something, causing other people to be annoyed with him. Eventually he relented and told me to use my judgment when CCing him. Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't hit this issue before, since he manages like 7 other projects. But all's well that ends well. I fought the power and got my email autonomy back. When my director asked for that, I set up an Outlook rule that held all emails until 16:45. Then blind copied her on each one. Good for you. Micromanagers must be crushed with work and emails. They add it on to employees, so push it all back on them. Did you CC him this Reddit post? Yeah, I worked for an attorney like that. He demanded that I send him emails twice a day telling him each task I did and how much time I spent on it. Okay, so I sent him emails twice a day detailing in painfully precise detail exactly what I did all day. Every day. Minutes and seconds accounted for. Even down to bathroom breaks. Take a tinkle? 3 minutes 45 seconds. Take a boo-boo? 7 minutes 3 seconds. Washing hands? 48 seconds. Send a fax? 45 seconds. Send an email? 2 seconds. Wait for response and print it out to put in a file? 3 minutes and 7 seconds. Go get the mail and run office errands? 48 minutes and 4 seconds. Lasted all of 2 weeks before he asked me to stop. Micromanaging piece of boo-boo. Well handled. Love that it only took 2 weeks to get him to modify his management style to you. Inbox death by 1,000 CCs. I did that once. I set an auto-forward to my manager's email. 2 days after receiving 100+ copies a day was enough. Let's see. I send person XAMSG. I send my boss a copy of that message. Oh look. I just sent another email. To my boss. Which must be copied and sent to my boss. Write a script to repeat until server explodes. Next boss. Nice work. I guess he just meant it as a figure of speech, like, keep me in the loop, but every single email. That's going some. Dude should trust you to do a good job and let him know when you've done. So happy I work for myself. Even then the boss can be a bitch at times. This is the way. Comply until it hurts them. My boss asked to be CC'd on every email when I started, and because he had limited storage with his mail account, I flooded him with mails with attachments larger than necessary. He couldn't receive any mail after only 3 weeks. Lost complete track of what was important. But never demanded this again. I had the opposite, a new manager in a different state who had no idea what I did told me he had an auto rule to file anything he was CC'd on in a folder he never read. I CC'd him on every email I would have normally sent directly. I'm doing this unless you tell me otherwise, and just kept doing my job. Even CC'd him on my resignation. I think HR told him halfway through the notice period. Verbal status report for the whole team on Monday. Verbal status report to the whole team on Friday. We did not work weekends. This was the same report on Monday as it was on Friday. Then a written status report every afternoon. Every day by Cobb. Then a weekly status report for the week. On Friday. 3 hours after the verbal status report. Then a monthly status report for all the daily, weekly, and verbals, one a month. Micromanagers are insecure, afraid they might miss something. Drown them in compliance, gotta love it. I felt like I've read this before, but hey, coincidence maybe.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Biblicalcast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.